Hi guys, welcome to Let's Learn. In this video, we are going to do problem number 1.68. Here you can see, at the time t is equal to 0, the force F is equal to 80 is applied to a small body of mass m resting on a smooth horizontal plane. A is constant. The permanent direction of this force forms an angle alpha with the horizontal figure 1.14. In this figure you can see, find the velocity of the body at the moment of its breaking of the plane, the distance traversed by the body up to this moment. First of all, you have to understand, at the moment t is equal to 0, the force F is equal to 80 is applied to a small body of mass m resting on a smooth horizontal plane. That means there is no friction on this surface. So F is applied to this surface, making an angle alpha to this horizontal. Okay. So to solve this question, we have to draw the free body diagram of this body. You can see that here is the body of mass m, and in this direction force is applied. How much is it? F is equal to A into T. Okay. So this force is making an angle alpha to the horizontal. The component of this force in this direction along the horizontal direction is how much? F into cos alpha. And in this direction is how much? F into sin alpha. Okay. Similarly, the gravity force on this body of mass m is how much? M into g, and this will be in this direction. Normal reaction will be in this direction. Okay. So according to free body diagram of the body, you can see that F into cos alpha, this component of the force is only responsible for the acceleration of the body, acceleration of the bar of mass m. So as F is equal to A into T, it is given in the question. When T is equal to 0, F value is 0. Okay, that means at T is equal to 0, there is no force on this body. As T is increasing, F is also gradually increasing with time. So if you see these forces of the perpendicular to the plane, perpendicular to this horizontal plane, then you can see that N plus F sin alpha is equal to mg. At the initial time, when t is equal to 0, f sin alpha is 0 and f cos alpha is also 0. That means when t is equal to 0, n is equal to mg, because f sin alpha is equal to 0. Okay. So as t is increasing, f sin alpha component is gradually increasing. N plus f sin alpha is equal to mg. That means mg is constant, we know, because mass of this body and gravity is constant. That means n plus f sin alpha is also constant. So as time is increasing, f sin alpha is increasing. That means normal reaction is gradually decreasing with time. At the initial moment, n is equal to mg, and the time will come when normal reaction will be 0 and f sin alpha is equal to mg. At that time, at that particular time, this body will leave the surface. Once again I am repeating, n is equal to mg in the initial moment, because f is equal to 80, when t is equal to 0, f is 0, so f sin alpha component is also 0. So in the initial moment, n is equal to mg. As time is increasing, f sin alpha is increasing. That means mg is constant, we know, so n plus f sin alpha is also constant. So as f sin alpha is increasing, n value is decreasing. Okay. So a time will come when normal reaction will be 0 and f sin alpha will be equal to mg. At that particular time, this body will leave this surface because normal reaction will be 0. Okay. So according to the free body diagram of this body, you can see that f cos alpha is equal to m into w. F cos alpha component, the component of the force in horizontal direction, is only responsible for the acceleration of this bar of mass m. Okay. So let us name this equation as equation 1. Next, if we equate the perpendicular component of this force to this horizontal plane, then you can see that f sin alpha plus n is equal to mg, f sin alpha plus n is equal to mg. Okay. Let us name this equation as equation 2. From this equation, I can calculate the value of normal reaction. How much is it? N is equal to mg minus f sin alpha. Okay. Equation 3. So as I have said earlier, a time will come when this normal reaction will be 0 and f sin alpha will be equal to mg. At that particular time, this body will leave the surface. We have to calculate the velocity of the body first at the time of breaking of the plane. That means we have to calculate the velocity at the time when this bar of mass m will leave the surface. For that we have to calculate first the time when this bar of mass m will leave the surface. At that time we know that normal reaction is 0. So at the time of leaving the surface, normal reaction is 0. That means mg minus f sin alpha is equal to how much? 0. So f sin alpha is equal to mg. So as given in the question, f is equal to 80. Put the value of f here. 80 sin alpha is equal to mg. From this we can calculate the value of t. How much is it? Mg divided by a sin alpha. Okay. So at this time, at this particular time, this bar of mass m will leave the surface. Next we have to calculate the velocity at that time, the velocity at the time of breaking of the plane. So f cos alpha is equal to m into w we know. That means f cos alpha is equal to m into acceleration. So acceleration value is equal to how much we know? dv divided by dt. So put this here, f cos alpha is equal to m into dv divided by dt. Okay. So f value is how much? 80. 80 into cos alpha into dt is equal to m into dv. That is, I take this dt term to this side. So 80 cos alpha into dt is equal to m into dv. Integrate this term. So integration of 80 cos alpha into dt is equal to m into dv integration. This limit is from 0 to t and this limit is from 0 to v. At the time t is equal to 0, velocity is also 0, because you can see that when time t is equal to 0, force value is 0. That means there is no force on this bar of mass m. So this body will be at rest, there is no velocity. So when time is equal to t, let us say the velocity will be v. So the limit is here 0 to t and here is the limit from 0 to v. Okay. A cos alpha is constant. So integration of t dt, that means t square divided by 2, limit is from 0 to t. And here m is constant, so here v, limit is from 0 to v. Okay. So you can see that here a cos alpha into t square divided by 2 is equal to mv we get. Okay. So t value we have got how much? mg divided by a sin alpha. That means in this time this body will leave the surface. Okay. So put this value of t here in this equation. By putting this value of t, what we get? A cos alpha divided by 2. In place of t, I have put mg divided by a sin alpha whole square is equal to mv. So by cancelling m and a term, the velocity value we got v is equal to mg square cos alpha divided by 2a sin square alpha. Okay. So this is the value of velocity when this bar of mass m will leave the surface, or you can say the velocity of this bar of mass m at the time of breaking of the plane. Okay. Next we have to calculate the distance till this much time. So a cos alpha divided by 2 into t square is equal to mv we got. You can see that in this term v is equal to how much? ds by dt we know. So put this value of v here in this equation. So what we got? A cos alpha divided by 2 into t square is equal to m into ds divided by dt. Okay. You can see here a cos alpha divided by 2 into t square dt is equal to m into ds. That is, I have taken this dt term to this side. Okay. So a cos alpha divided by 2 into t square dt is equal to m into ds. Integrate this equation. The limit is from 0 to t and this limit is from 0 to s. That is, when time t is equal to 0, this body is at rest and distance travelled is 0. And let us say in time t it has travelled s distance. Okay. So by integrating this, what we get? A cos alpha divided by 2 is constant. So a cos alpha divided by 2 we can take outside. tq divided by t, integration of t square dt is how much? tq divided by 3. Okay. So tq divided by 3, limit is from 0 to t is equal to m into integration of ds is how much? s, and the limit is from 0 to s. Next, by solving this, what we get? A cos alpha divided by 2 into tq divided by 3 is equal to m into s. Okay. So 3 into 2 is equal to 6. A cos alpha divided by 6 into tq T value is how much? mg divided by a sin alpha. In this much time, this bar of mass m will leave the surface. That means this T value I can put here. So mg divided by a sin alpha whole cube is equal to m into s. So cancelling m and a here, what we get? The value of s is equal to m square into g cube into cos alpha divided by 6a square sin q alpha. So here we get velocity and here we get distance. Okay. So this is it for today's video. Thank you so much for watching and we will see you in next video. Bye.